Alright, today we're going to install this LED light bar on this 2014 Jeep Wrangler. Came with all the wiring kit you need except for these two little fog lights, which I don't know why they didn't provide that kit with it. But tools that you're going to be needing will be a Torx 40. See if we get a shot right there. There it is. A couple of terminal sets, some crimpers, some sockets, and some wrenches. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and remove these 3 bolts from the top. Here, here, and here. And these 2 as well. And I'll go ahead and do the other side. Alright, for the next step, these things came with a paint protector. So we're going to go ahead and match these up. Peel the sticker and line this up and put it on there before we put on the metal light bar. Start off by lining up these holes first, and then we'll line this one up, this one, and this one. Go ahead and press this down. Perfect. Sweet. It also came with 2 little strips as well, there, that we could add right here and right here for a little bit more protection. Alright, and there it is. Gap these a little bit so I can kind of cover everything. Mount this here. That's perfect. Everything lines up. So let's go ahead and put these bolts back into place. Alright, and there it is. Now we'll just go ahead and secure everything. These as well. Sweet. Now I'll do the other side. Alright, so I have both of the little hardware tool bags here. It appears that this one is going to be for this one here. There's 2 nuts in there. Obviously you put in the washers and lock washers with the screws, and you bolt it down with this one. Alright, the way we're going to do this is we're going to put this bolt in through here first, and then we're going to mount this up to the light, just like so. And we're just going to prep our screw with the lock washer first, then the washer at the bottom, and we'll put it in and screw it down. Alright, and there it is. Now I'm going to grab my nuts, my washer, and my lock washer. I'm going to go ahead and mount this right over here, just like so. And I'll go ahead and put the washer, then the lock washer, then the nut to secure it down. Alrighty, you're going to use a 13mm wrench to tie this down. I'm using a speed ratchet to make life easier. And that's pretty much it right there. It's pretty much good. It looks like we're going to have to probably remove this here to pass the wires down. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to the light bar after you do the other side. I think I forgot to mention the tool to tie these is a 5/32 to tie these down. Alright, so it didn't come with these 2 washers, but I provided them. I'm trying to see how I'm going to be able to mount this light bar, because last time I did it, it's really hard. This hardware really is not the one for it, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt it. Alright, so I used the smaller screws. These were a little bit too long. All I did was use this big flat washer and that little riveted washer that they provided. So it locks it into place, and there it is. Nice and tight. This actually had a gap, so I kind of had to force it in there. Makes it a little bit more secure, I guess. So now, let's go ahead and do the wiring. Alright, and we're going to use a T27 to remove these bolts from here, so we could just go ahead and run this wire and hide it through. Alright, just pick up the panel, out of the wire. There it is. Put the screws back on. Do the other side. Alright, and there it is. Both of them nice and hidden. And let's go ahead and wire that bad boy up. I already have the hood open. Let's grab our wiring kit. Alright, I have the wire kind of just thrown on there, kind of mocked up, so we kind of see how we're going to do this. And it looks like the perfect access little panel. It's right there, following those wires through the firewall. So we're gonna run these and this one here. We're gonna disconnect this pigtail to make it a lot easier on us, and just pass this. All right, and since we're in here, let's go ahead and just open this latch here, because we're gonna remove this latch from here. There. Just make sure all the latches are undone, so we can just pop this off and move this to the side. Forgot you have to do this one here as well, and just move this up backwards and just leave it up on the roof. There it is. Now this gives us access to run our wire right through here. We're gonna pass it through the side, go to the trim, right to there. And it's a pretty tight spot, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to pass these wires through. All right, I have the first one ran through, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to run this one here. And I'm using a flathead to kind of push it in there. It looks like it went through already. Try to feed it. And we'll try to pull it from the other side now. Here's our first set of wires. Sweet. And let's find the other one. And there it is. So we'll go ahead and pull that through. Alright, so there it is. And I pulled them enough to where they're perfectly in length. Just gotta tie them into the battery and zip everything up right there. Now let's go ahead and wire this up. We're gonna go ahead and open up this little trim cover here. Go ahead and just, might need a trim tool removal, and just stick this here, pry that open. We'll run the wires through the side here, and we'll connect them right there. All right, now we'll go ahead and just pass our wire right through the inside of this trim here. All right, this is up to you, but the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make a small incision right through here with the razor blade. Pass our wires through. See it there. Might need both hands to work this stupid cable out. All right, and there it is. Now we're just gonna connect these connections. I have my connectors right here. All right, I have these end crimped, and I'm gonna go ahead and crimp the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and tape these ends off. That way we get a little bit of a water seal there. All right, there it is. And I'm actually gonna wrap this with tape. That way I make a better seal. All right, there it is. Let's go ahead and tuck this in, just like so. And what we're actually going to do, so we're gonna pull this to feed it away. Just like so. Look at that. Super clean. Sweet. I'll just shove this in here. Just like so. Look at that. Heck yes. Now let's go ahead and add the little button. Alright, the switch we're gonna go ahead and pass through here and try to bring out this end and connect it right there. Alright, there it is. I just popped this off real quick. And let's see, let's try to make this pretty cool. Just like so. It's pretty good, I think. Has 3M tape in the back, so we'll just peel that and we'll stick it right there. Or what do you guys think? Right there. There. Anywhere you guys want, to be honest. Alright, we're just gonna use a little bit of acetone to clean our surface before we stick it on. Make sure it's nice and cleaned. And we'll go ahead and stick that in there. Perfect. Sweet. There it is. So now let's go ahead and finish wiring it up. Let's connect the pigtail. Just put this trim cover back together. Alright, there it is. And let's go ahead and put our cover back. You might need both hands to do this real quick. Alright, there it is, all back together. Nice and professional finish. Nice. So let's go ahead and zip tie our electrical cable to this wire harness right here, and we'll plug it into our battery. Alright, just tie all of them down with the zip ties. I have it all around already and tied down. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this one and put it to the positive and negative terminal. Alright, we're going to go ahead and remove this 10mm socket from here. There's plenty that you could choose from. Up to you which one you take off. Just go ahead and drive it all the way off. This already has a fuse provided. So just have to drive this off. We'll drop the positive ring right there and secure it back down. And secure this down. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and remove the negative one. Golly, those are tight. Alright, once you have that off, go ahead and grab the negative terminal and go ahead and put it there. Secure it back down. And go ahead and secure this one down. Perfect. Let's go ahead and close our hood. Alright, and let's go ahead and give it a try. See if this works. Oh, nice. So the light stays on, indicating it's off, indicating it's on. Sweet. Let's go ahead and give it a look-see. It's awesome. Sweet. Next thing we got to do is just tap these into it. We would have to tap into this line because the one that's running in here, because that's where the switch is at. Well, I guess you could tap into it in here because it runs all the way in here, then it runs back into the switch. Up to you where you want to run it. The wires are tucked. What you have to do, piggyback into the wiring set. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.